Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Esley Greer from Entertainment Fanatic Reviews, back with another review, and today I am talking about the original Jaws, and also I'll be joined by Corey from CDR, so yeah, let's get started. So, as always, I let my guests speak before I do, so take it away, Corey.
Hi guys, I'm Corey from CDR, and thanks again, Esley, for having me on a collab with the original Jaws, which I just rewatched and really loved on rewatch. And again, I've always loved this movie, but I always forget how great of a movie it is. I love the fact that it is by all accounts a horror movie, but it's also a character-driven movie, and a movie that you really do get a feel for these characters and really do like them a lot. And also the fact that this movie becomes kind of like a whimsical adventure with the music whenever Quint, Brody, and Hooper go on their trip to kill the shark. I think that that is great, and I love how you get character development with them as well on the boat, in a way where it feels so legit and so real. Like, these characters aren't even acting. It feels like these people are real, and I really enjoyed the fact that this movie has that type of sincerity to it, and Spielberg has a lot of sincerity in most of his movies, so I think that it worked in his first big movie, even though he did movies before this. But rewatching the first Jaws, I loved it. I think it's a fantastic movie, fantastic characters. It's fantastic not seeing the shark until the last third. And I think it's just incredible. Really, really loved the first Jaws on rewatch. So thank you again, Esley, for having me on with a collab with you, and see you guys at my channel.
Yeah, I pretty much have the same thoughts as you, as does everyone else, except I didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else does, even though it is the best shark movie there is, because since Jaws, they have never really recaptured that feeling or that intensity in a shark film, in my opinion, because all I'm familiar with is like the sequels and some sci-fi stuff, and oh boy. So for plot, story, and direction of the film, this is pretty much the OG shark film. Like, I've seen films rip off this story pretty much, but it's pretty much about there's a shark on the beach on an island. I'm pretty sure they're in New York, I think. And there's a shark on the beach, and it's 4th of July, and the mayor doesn't want to close the beaches, but the sheriff does. Played by Roy Schneider. I've seen a lot of films rip off this certain film, pretty much in the story department. So. Yeah, since it's the OG story, I'm gonna have to go with a 4.5 out of 5, because they do utilize it very well, and you care for all the characters, and you don't want nothing to happen to all these people on the beach. So on to kills, gore, and effects. There are a few kills in here that did get to me as a kid. The opening one with the girl, like on my t-shirt, that one was a bit intense, because her screams are real, because it wasn't really a shark. I think it was like some type of underwater crane, and I don't know what it broke, either her ribs or her leg, I don't remember. But her screams are real, and that really terrified me as a kid. And then you have the little boy on the beach at the beginning. I think his name was Alex. I forgot his last name. But yeah, they had the balls to kill a kid in here. I'm just like, yes! And that face that pops out when one of our characters is underwater, and he's looking for a certain boat to see what happened to a boat, and that face pops out, that scared the shit out of me. And then another kill that got to me was in the middle of the film, towards the end, where that guy gets his leg ripped off, and all you see is his leg just fall down to the bottom, and whew, that got to me as a kid as well. And the way the shark looks, I mean, this came out 44 years ago, so it still holds up pretty well in the shots that it is in, but thankfully less is more, because the shark isn't completely realistic, but it is very effective. So for kills, gore, and effects, I'm going to have to give it a 4.5 out of 5. So on to the acting. I care for every character in here except the ones that, you know, you're not supposed to really root for or care for. But everyone in here does a fine job, especially towards the end. You know, there are three main characters. The way they interact is phenomenal, and then our main character is pretty much a family man, so you have some heartwarming moments with them as well. So, for acting, I'll have to give this a 5 out of 5 because everyone does a top-notch job, and there's some funny extras in here, so, you know, you care for everyone in here for the most part. So, on to the ending and finale of the film. One of the best endings to any horror film or film in general. Shark gets blown up because he has a air tank, I believe, in his mouth. He gets it caught in his or her mouth. I don't remember which sex the shark is. But yeah, they get a tank in their mouth, and then our main character shoots it, and I think he believes he says, "Smile, you son of a bitch," and that was phenomenal. It's really great how it looks. The way it looks, phenomenal. So for ending and finale of the film, I'd also have to give it a 4.5 out of 5. So, on to the big question. Would I watch it again? Yes. It's been a long time since I've last saw it. I think since I was a kid, because I got this when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I watched this pretty much nonstop with every other horror film that I remember owning at that point in time in my life. I think the last time I watched it, I was either 10 to 12 years old. I don't remember, but I still have the same copy I got from 14 years ago. So I'm glad I still have this copy of it, and yeah, it's a really good film. I didn't enjoy it as much upon rewatch because when you're a kid, everything is just so fascinating, but now I look at it through either a critical standpoint or just like, okay, we're gonna watch this and see how it goes type standpoint, you know? So it's a bit of both, you know? So yeah, I'd definitely watch it again, and I do believe that it is the best shark film of all time. You know, for me, I wish there would be a film that comes close to it, and the last shark movie that I watched was The Meg and The Shallows, and they were both decent watches. It's been a while since I've seen The Shallows. I've seen The Meg only once. So, I don't know, I just wish there was a shark film better than Jaws, if not just as good as Jaws, but, you know, have failed to do that so far. So, yeah, I'd say Jaws is a film that you need to tell your friends and family about. If they haven't heard about it already, I don't know what's wrong with them. A lot. Yeah. So yeah, with that said, if you found any entertainment in this video, let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't be scared. To like, comment, subscribe, and share would be highly appreciated. And peace.